I think it's actually the key to sticking with anything in your life. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like you can tell from my outfit right now that I am not in the mood to train and I'm feeling unmotivated. I wouldn't say I've fallen off track or anything like that, but lately I have just been doing the absolute bare minimum when it comes to my health and fitness. And yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit unmotivated. So today we're gonna get motivated together. In this vlog, I'm gonna share all my tips and tricks and like the things I do when I'm feeling unmotivated, some fun, healthy recipes, we're gonna work out together, and hopefully this video will leave you feeling inspired and excited about health and fitness. And hopefully, honestly, same for me. I think part of it has to be the weather. It feels like it's been winter for 500 years at this point. It's still freezing cold, and tonight it's going to be dumping snow, so that's not thrilling. I just hate the cold. It just makes me so lazy. So anyway, we're gonna sort that out today. I'm one of those people that gets tingly and itchy from beta-alanine, which is in a lot of pre-workouts, and the only way for me to get rid of that itchy feeling is by actually working out. So that's one way that I kind of force myself to work out, is once I have the pre-workout in my system, I just have to get it done. Let's make some pre-workout. The last time I filmed, I got a straight on angle. Could not believe all of the food and just like disgustingness that was on my scale. So I'm literally gonna go upstairs and get a Q-tip and clean this out before I film this clip. One second. I like to call this productive procrastination. That is so gross. All right, that is much better. I'm literally not showing you these Q-tips because that is so disgusting. Don't mind me enjoying a Christmas flavored pre-workout in March. I thought I would go through this a lot faster than I have. It is delicious. I will say candy cane pre-workout in the end of March is a little bit weird. This is my problem with vlogging. I will find anything to talk about. I end up having to cut like 90% of it out. You would not believe how much raw footage I have, just droning on and on and on about nothing really. But this is even more exciting because I don't want to work out right now. And instead of working out, I can just talk to the camera about random things and waste my own time because then I have to cut all of that out in the edit. It's incredible how many ways there are to procrastinate the things you need to get done. I mean, maybe you're not vlogging, but I'm sure you can relate. Like, I'm sure you start cleaning your house when you need to study for exams or something. That's what I used to do in college. When you get the right angle, it looks like I'm not wearing any clothes underneath this, which is awesome. Okay, my next tip is to find a good workout playlist. I take workout playlists extremely seriously. The music I listen to is absolutely sacred to me. If you're into pop and electronic music, I will link my playlist down below. Fair warning, it's like kind of intense, but I like intense music to work out to. I feel like it gets me in the zone and gets me pumped up. Honestly, even just playing and listening to my workout playlist gets me in the mood to work out. So I play it while I'm getting ready or while I'm in the car driving to the gym. It makes such a huge difference. My next tip is going to sound kind of weird, but you have to stay with me because this is actually the most helpful thing I do to get in the zone and get in the mood to train and work out. It's to watch health and fitness content, particularly vlogs. It almost feels like you're working out with a friend, kind of. Not really. That's like extremely parasocial, but it just honestly really helps me to romanticize health and fitness. So I try to consume as much health and fitness content as I can. So I'm gonna sip on my pre-workout. I'm gonna watch some of my favorite like workout vlogs to get me in the zone, and I'm going to pick my session. I'm gonna be doing a workout from my own fitness program today, which like, I love my program because I wrote it to be exactly how I like my workouts to be. So it's perfect. I'm just gonna go to the workout menu and pick something that sounds fun and that I'm in the mood for today. And honestly, days like today are exactly why I created the workout menu in the first place, so that you can go in there and depending on what you're in the mood for, what you have time for, whether you want to work out at home or at the gym or whatever, you can go to the menu and pick a session based on what you need that day. I think it's really good to follow a structured program overall, but sometimes you have those days or those seasons of life where you just need to be more flexible and do something that fits your mood and your vibe for the day rather than following a really strict program. Lately, I've been following a split that's like half running and half lifting, and it's been really effective. Like, I feel like I've been seeing results and improving a lot, which is amazing, but I'm starting to get a little bored of it, and I'm starting to really miss my like functional training style where I would do like HIIT workouts and challenges and different stuff like that. Who would have thought I'd ever miss doing burpees, but here we are. If you want, you can try the first 7 days of the guide completely for free. You can just download it to your email. I'll link that down below in case you want to check it out, but I'm gonna sip my pre-workout, wait for my beta-alanine tingles to come in, and choose my session. Call me crazy, but I think I'm gonna do the 200 rep challenge. The thing I love about this one specifically is that you only have to do each exercise once. It's gonna be a tough workout, but honestly, I think it's what I'm in the mood for. I need to talk less and drink my pre-workout more, so. sweating. Trying this workout at home. It may seem like a really simple exercise, but form is really key to get the most out of it. So think about wrapping and pulling everything in, including your back. So really tightening your entire core. That workout was the reminder I needed that oftentimes the workouts I really don't want to do and I'm not in the mood for end up being my best sessions. I was just like loving my music. I was really in the zone, but I am starving. So let's make a post-workout smoothie. After my sessions, I do try and get some protein in as soon as I can. Okay, how cute is that color? This is perfect. My blender does struggle with the date a little bit. If I was smart, I would probably soak the date in hot water first, but instead I just let my blender figure it out. That is so cute. Okay, that's so good. Banana, date, and vanilla, such a good combo. I can't taste the spirulina, which is ideal because it does have quite a strong flavor, let's say, if you've never had it. Oh, gorgeous. One of the things I'm constantly reminding myself of is that I can make things fun. There doesn't need to be an occasion or a reason to make health and fitness more fun. This smoothie is such a good example. When I was making it, I was thinking like, this is kind of stupid. Making a green smoothie for St. Patrick's Day just felt kind of silly to me. And then I was like, no, if this is making it more fun and enjoyable, it doesn't matter if it's silly. Things can be fun. Everything in life should be fun. When I'm filming, I always have like an excuse to make things beautiful. And then in my day-to-day life, when it's just me and I'm not posting it or sharing it, I suddenly don't care about making things beautiful anymore, which is a really bad way to think about it. But truly, I think it's a huge part of staying consistent is having fun with it. Why not? Why not? Winning is staying consistent. That's something I'm just reminding myself of today, is that the game is literally just to keep doing this every single day so that I can live a long, healthy, happy life. And if making my smoothie green on St. Patrick's Day is gonna help with that, who cares if people think it's stupid? I think it's actually the key to sticking with anything in your life, whether it's your work, staying consistent with school. If you cannot find a way to make it enjoyable and fun, it becomes nearly impossible to stick with it in the long term because every day you have to get up and find that discipline and motivation to do it. I think there's just so many opportunities to make things more fun in life. It's easy to just talk yourself out of it because you're like, oh, that's silly or that's unnecessary or that's a waste of time. But if it makes it more fun for you, it's not a waste of time. Okay, that brings me to my next tip, which is menu planning. So I've started doing this thing where every Sunday I will sit down and I will scroll Pinterest and Instagram specifically with the purpose of finding fun, healthy recipes to try throughout the week. It's helped me kind of change my perspective on nutrition because I feel like I used to look at it like a means to an end. I had to eat healthy in order to feel good and take care of my health. Now I feel like I see it as something that's fun in and of itself. The fact that it supports my goals is just like an added bonus because I'm actually enjoying like making these recipes and testing things out. If you've been feeling like eating healthy is really restrictive and repetitive and just getting boring and dry, I highly recommend the weekly menu planning where you pick out recipes you want to try that week and you scroll through social media for inspiration. It's been helping me a lot lately and it's making me feel excited about eating healthy again. Okay, I'm gonna finish the smoothie and then we're gonna talk healthy desserts and get into some recipes. I am so excited. I don't want you guys to think I'm trying too hard to impress you. For the record, I am trying to impress you. Like and subscribe. But I did just run a straightener through my hair because when I have to stare at my own face for 6 hours while editing this video, few things piss me off more than my hair looking bad, especially because when it's drying and I tuck it behind my ear, it gets like a kink in the front. I'm gonna be making chocolate salted caramel yogurt bites. So they're gonna be high protein. The key ingredient, Trader Joe's salted caramel chips. If you haven't tried these, you'll die. They're so good. I must admit, I have been eating them straight from the bag. I wouldn't say I grew up in an ingredient household, but like as a kid, would you ever just go to the pantry and find random things to snack on? Like we had snacks. Mom and dad, if you're watching, shout out, we had snacks. And yet there are few things better than opening the pantry and eating chocolate chips straight from the bag. This isn't really a hack, this is more just a personal preference, but I've found that the best tasting desserts, like the best bang for your buck, is to use part real thing. So like real sugar, real sweetener. In this case, it's like real dark chocolate syrup. And the other part, zero sugar or sugar-free. The reason for that is if I go fully sugar, obviously it's a lot higher calorie, a little bit harder to fit into my day and to like fit into a healthy diet. But if I go full monk fruit or full stevia or full like sugar-free, then I feel like it just kind of tastes bad. If you find yourself just hating sugar-free or low-calorie stuff, because I was a big like monk fruit hater at the beginning. I remember my boyfriend introduced me to monk fruit back when I was in college, and I was like, this is gross actually. So I feel like a lot of the time I see people using full shug or zero shug alone. I like to mix them. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's make some yogurt bites. Tasting good, but not as chocolatey as I want it, so I'm gonna add some cacao powder. Feeling crazy, I'm gonna just sift it. Okay, she's out of the freezer. I'm really nervous that I'm gonna mess this chocolate up and it's gonna look ugly, but hopefully not. Only got one chance, so. Some mini chocolate chips on top just for good measure. I don't think that looks too bad. Not too shabby. Protein yogurt bark is in the fridge. It looks so good and I'm so excited to have some for dessert tonight. I'm about to make dinner, which brings me to my last tip, I guess, or thing that I really love doing when I'm feeling unmotivated. I just like to prep or do whatever I can to make things easier on my future self. I'm very thankful that I meal prepped my dinners for the week yesterday because now I'm tired, I'm unmotivated, I'm not in the mood, but I already have healthy meals just sitting in my fridge like ready to go. Fully meal prepped meals make me sad. I think they always end up soggy and depressing. So I like to have my ingredients prepped, like I'll wash, chop my veggies, do as much of the prep work up front, and then the night of I'll assemble it and reheat it and bring everything together. That way it just feels a little bit fresher, and I do have like the flexibility to use the ingredients in different ways if I so desired. I never do, but the option's there. I mean, meal prep is just one example. I also like to lay my clothes out the night before so that in the morning I can just get up, grab my outfit, it's already right there ready to go. Sometimes I'll even make my pre-workout and my like electrolytes the night before. I know it sounds silly, but it does genuinely make a huge difference to have things prepped and ready to go because it's hard enough to try and stick to your goals and make healthy choices. Any little thing that I can do to make it easier, I will. Like tonight, for example, honestly, if I had to cook a healthy meal from scratch, odds are it just wouldn't happen. I would genuinely love to know in the comments the things that help you when you're feeling unmotivated, especially during like the colder months in the winter. It is tough out here. Anyway though, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like the more chatty FaceTime vibe, because trust me, I can chat. I cut like 90% of my chatting out of my videos because I'm like, literally, what are you saying? No one cares. But if you like the chatting, I'll leave it in and we can chat. Let me know. I'm gonna go make my dinner, or I guess assemble my dinner. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to subscribe. I upload new videos every week and I will see you next time.